Hello. I'm doing this video somebody asked me on my Facebook page what or why something about what happened to my YouTube. It's gone. Um, and I'm about to attempt to explain why. Even though I sit here in front of a camera again, it all boils down to what is commonly known as the Triangle of Self-Obsession. Okay. Many people find themselves in the grips of the Triangle of Self-Obsession. Okay, I'm going to read this, and whether you're quote unquote a normie or a normal person that has a pretty normal functioning life, you think you're not addicted to Krispy Kreme donuts, you're not addicted to your Starbucks coffee, or if you're just a full-blown heroin addict, and don't admit it, or you do admit it, or you're George Michael and you like going into outhouses and blowing other gays, or whether you have a subliminal seductive obsession, or you're a 16, 15-year-old kid that's just getting started into a new addiction. Hear me out here, because this might be your problem. Okay, and the pamphlet reads like so. I've got hot coffee here, really hot. First cup of the day, and it's 9:46. I've been up for a while. Not that long, but so this is meant to be not an informative video. So when we are born, we are conscious only of ourselves. We are the universe. We perceive little other than our basic needs. And if these needs are met, we are content. Now, of course, for those of you who have children, you can imagine your cute little babies, in these situations. As our consciousness expands, we become aware of a world outside ourselves. We discover that there are people, places, and things around us, and that they fulfill our needs. At this point, we also begin to recognize differences and develop preferences. We learn to want and choose. We are the center of a growing universe and expect to be provided with the things we need and want. Our source of contentment shifts from basic needs miraculously met to the fulfillment of our desires. Most children, through experiences over a period of time, come to realize that the outside world cannot provide all their wants and needs. They begin to supplement what is given to them with their own efforts. Yes, I remember the good old days when I used to supplement my needs through my own efforts. Those are the good old days. Okay, as their dependency on people, places, and things decreases, they begin to look to themselves more and more. They become more self-sufficient and learn that happiness and contentment come from within. Most continue to mature. They recognize and accept their strengths, weaknesses, and limitations. At some point, they usually seek the help of a power greater than themselves to provide the things they cannot provide for themselves. For most people, growing up is a natural process. As addicts, however, we seem to falter along the way. We never seem to outgrow the self-centeredness of the child. We never seem to find the self-sufficiency that others do. We continue to depend on the world around us and refuse to accept that we will not be given everything. We become self-obsessed. Our wants and needs become demands. We reach a point where contentment and fulfillment are impossible. People, places, and things cannot possibly fill the emptiness inside of us, and we react to them with resentment, anger, and fear. Resentment, anger, and fear make up the triangle of self-obsession. All of our defects of character are forms of these three reactions. Self-obsession is at the heart of our insanity. Okay. Resentment is the way most of us react to our past. It is the reliving of past experiences again and again in our pea brains or in our minds. Anger is the way most of us deal with the present. It is our reaction, hairball. It is our reaction to and denial of reality. Pay attention, kiddies. Fear is what we feel when we think about the future. Now, I don't quite get this next couple sentences here, but help me out here. Fear is what we feel when we think about the future. It is our response to the unknown, a fantasy in reverse. Okay, all three of these things are expressions of our own self-obsession. They are the way that we react when people, places, and things, past, present, and future, do not live up to our demands. Do you remember years ago they used to have bumper stickers and things that used to say, do unto others, and then split. Okay, that kind of used to be my motto. Really used to be my motto. In Narcotics Anonymous, we are given a new way of life and a new set of tools. These are the 12 steps, and we work them to the best of our ability. If we stay clean and can learn to practice these principles on all of our affairs, a miracle happens. We find freedom from drugs, from all of our obsessions, our addictions, and from our self-obsession. Obsession of self is not good. Resentment is replaced with acceptance. Anger is replaced with love. And fear is replaced with faith. We have a disease that, in the end, forces us to seek help. We are fortunate that we are given only one choice, one last chance. We must break the triangle of self-obsession. Unfortunately, the last sentence, we must grow up or die. Okay, so that is a pretty informative IP. One of the many you can receive if you go to self-help. If your life is fucked up and unmanageable, take a look at yourself. Maybe you have a substance abuse problem. It could be anything. You're dating the wrong person. You're in the wrong line of work. You're living in the wrong area. Now that they consider that. They say anywhere you go, there you are. You're still there, or whatever. So, people, places, and things aren't your problem. Look in the mirror, you're the problem. So the YouTube channel went, actually we'll get into a little self-obsession here. I was at the gym working out, and I heard that motherfucking, excuse my French, not, song. I guess it's called Outside by these people I've never even heard of. I can't even pronounce their name. I don't know what the fuck, but the lyrics go, "You're ugly on the inside," and it reminded me of, well, that I met through the internet. I met this Maury Kahan. He has this cheesecake company in New York, in Manhattan, and several real estate properties. And the guy wanted me to, well, he suggested I fly to New York. And I thought, wonderful. I've never seen New York. I want to see New York. I was born there. So, yeah, I'm game, And he was kind of ugly. I didn't meet the guy, but I could tell he was a jerk, because he wanted me to fly there and sleep with him, basically that if I was to fly there, I'd have to sleep with him. And I'm like, no, I'm not game for that. And so he had mentioned that his wife was beautiful on the exterior, but ugly on the inside. So I'm like, well, it's a good thing she's dead so she doesn't have to live with you anymore, because you're a fucking jerk too, And so needless to say, I didn't get to go to New York. Bummer. And but anyway, when I heard that song at the gym, I thought that ruined my whole fucking day. I immediately got an attitude, because when a song hits close to home, I react. I mean, I get emotional, One time I was down there and I heard that song by Nickelback called Someday, and it took me clear back to when I married this guy, in prison, and I got emotional, and I'm like, fuck, yeah, it could have been good, maybe, but no, because I look at the woman he's married to now, and she can't be happy. I mean, not too happy. Or he's not married to her, he's just having children with her. So I don't need to blow your cover there. But anyway, the triangle of self-obsession. And then what I was wondering is, I not only wanted to delete the YouTube channel, I wanted to delete everything. I kind of believe that, and now I just seen this Facebook recognition, facial recognition stuff. Many times I've been told, God, you have a twin sister. And I'm like, yeah, I was out in the clubs in Phoenix in the early 80s, and everybody'd ask me, do you have a sister? And after a while, that's a fucking slap in the face insult if I ever heard it. You don't want me, you want my sister. Hey, mister, you want my sister? $10, yeah. And so, right. Yeah, I do have a lot of twin sisters, but so this facial recognition shit, I don't think it's going to fly, or it better not fly. I don't know. Whatever they're going to do with it, I don't know. But so I tried to delete, then it said, your Facebook account will be deleted in 14 days. And then it popped up a picture of Coco, Ice-T's Coco. And then before that, it popped up all like my friend from high school, she'll miss you. And then a picture of a dawning sunset, the sun going down. Dawn will miss you. Like, The sunset will miss me. How so? And it's like, yeah, a whole bunch of people are going to miss me. Really. I figure if I'm not self-obsessed on social networking sites, I'll be more productive in some other important area of my life, because that's what it is, it really is. It's just a self-obsessed. And self-obsessed habit. That's what it is. It's just a fucking out of control habit. Habitat. It's a habit. But and it may be the same disease. Might be part of the disease of the addiction, obviously. Yeah, it is. What did I just say that for? Okay. So, anyway, so there you go. Thanks. That's what happened. Oh, and how do you? I wanted to use Skype, but do you need somebody's email? Do you need somebody's email address to use Skype? So let me know, or I just won't use it. If you don't use it, you lose it. Gotcha. And that would suck.